What up, YouTube? Kiss Most Prime, back at you with my first of hopefully a few Hunger Games reviews. As many of us know, Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 comes out on Friday, and I'm really looking forward to it. I've got my tickets pre-ordered. I've been listening to a few tracks off the album today, along with a couple of fan-based recordings I've listened to on YouTube, but hoping to get a couple of Hunger Games reviews up. I'm going to try to review... I've got one review I'm doing now, and I've also maybe got one I'm going to do later on this week, along with a soundtrack. Possibly Catching Fire, it all depends, but this is one I promised a few videos before. This might have been my last video, but either way, I'm going to present it to you guys. So anyway, we're going to be taking a look today at the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 Replica Mockingjay pin. So before I actually get into the pin, because this is a pretty nice pin, let me show you the little card it comes on, which looks a little bit like this. Just like the other ones, Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1, the logo, Mockingjay pin, prop replica, NECA. On the back, NECA, all rights reserved, made in China, and also you see how much I paid for it, $12.50 from the local Hot Topic. It's the same size as the one we got last year for Catching Fire, but for, as I said in my unboxing video, for some reason, I don't know why, NECA could not get the likeness of Jennifer Lawrence. I'm not sure if it's because maybe Jennifer Lawrence didn't want to be featured on any of the merchandise, or maybe they just wanted to trim back on it or something. But, as you can see, there is no picture of Katniss anywhere on this card. But, oh well, it's something. So anyway, with that said and done, without dropping it, here it is. Now, when this thing first went for reveal at the end of Catching Fire, a lot of us were pretty skeptical about this. We thought, wait a minute, that's not what the logo looks like. Well, that is true. And the reason behind this is because in an interview with Lionsgate, when they were creating the artwork, they said they didn't want to use the same logo twice. Were trying to do a thing where just by telling the logo, you could tell which one you were going to watch. But just by looking at that. So they came up with this one, and the logo that will be seen on the book will be used for Part 2. So that's something. Something I like about this one, in particular, that they didn't really do well with the Catching Fire one, is that if I can actually get my dang camera to zoom in on the color. Come on, focus on it. Focus. Dang thing. I'm shooting this thing on my dang iPhone, but it's not gonna pick up for me. But they made it a little bit of a lighter color. Something that they did... Oh, there it goes. As you can see, it's that lighter shade of gold that the original pin was, but it is still a bit darker. But it's still that same color. It's lightweight. Has the bird on it, the Mockingjay. They have the details of the wings, the tail, the beak. You can kind of see the eye on there if you zoom in close enough. Pretty lightweight. It's not going to roll over anything when you're wearing it like the Catching Fire one. On the back, you got the trademark, copyright 2014, Lionsgate, limited blah blah freaking blah, and a little stopper which you just squeeze and then pull, and you can attach it to your shirt or your... I'm actually going to put this on my shirt sleeve. I'm going to wear this one on my shirt like I did with the last movie. So just for comparison, here it is with the original. They're about the same size. I mean, in diameter, they're about the same size, but actually the Mockingjay one is a smidge taller, just by about like half a centimeter, but maybe even a millimeter. But the design on the original one is a little bit taller. And here it is with the Catching Fire pin. See, they went with the dark copper. This is definitely a heavier one, and it's also a bit bigger than that one, but still a much darker contrast by comparison. And also, just for reference, I'll get all three of them together. Lay them down for you. Give you a little group shot here. If I get it to pick up the camera. And there's all three of them together. You got the original, Catching Fire, then Mockingjay. You see kind of the evolution that the pins have gone, and then there will be one more for Part 2. If you can find this pin, I'd say get your hands on it, because, let's be honest, there's not going to be that many representations of... There's not much merchandise for Mockingjay Part 1 for some reason. Lionsgate has really cut back, but this is definitely something worth picking up if you're a huge Hunger Games fan like I am, and you want something nice to wear when you go see the movie. I'm seeing it on Friday at 8:30. That's the time that my ticket says, so definitely something I'm looking forward to wearing on my shirt sleeve, along with my regular Mockingjay. That's definitely really nice. Paid about $12.50 for it, or $13 with tax, so I've got mine at Hot Topic, so that's really the place you want to go for Hunger Games merch. I maybe might try Amazon, maybe if you're lucky, maybe Walmart might have it, but I would go with Hot Topic. So I guess that's about it. Later, guys. I am out of here.